tray. Dad, you want to get your willy out? Look what my willy does. We're back, bitch!
I'm so excited!
I've never been so excited to see your face.
I'm honestly so happy to
and
be
your
back.
little
I know you were saying I actually managed to catch a little bit of a tan despite being in the shade 100% of the time with the children.
Yes.
You don't get to sunbathe with kids.
You're not so much glowy. You've just got loads of freckles. That is giving you the most cutest little glow.
I know.
Like if you could see Emma's little nose. Oh, she's got a little sprinkling on the nose.
Close up on that. Do you know who has got a banging tan?
You don't even need to tell me. He's going to be absolutely weapon out with a great glow, isn't he?
Joseph.
Jojo.
It's not even my child. He tans so well.
Whose child is he?
Stefan tans quite well, to be fair.
Fucking Stefan.
That's one good trait I did take from Stefan was that I don't know about how Sadie's going to be. She did get a little bit of a glow, but Joseph...
Sadie come out glowing. Sadie was glowing from day dot.
No,
that girl was so olive and so...
Do you think?
Oh, gosh.
I thought she was going to be a little bit pasty, but she did catch...
I
mean, she was in a lemon yellow and she could really pull it off,
Oh, go on.
You know.
It's the blonde hair.
It's the blonde. Both their hair went so blonde.
I bet it did.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
So delicious.
Don't you just wish... Well, I was going to say, don't you just wish you could be on holiday all the time, but not you. You like being at home, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Well, I would love to be on holiday, just maybe drive there.
Not on an airplane.
No, I just don't know if I'm about the airplane life.
Yeah, not for you.
Not for me.
We did get some comments on the plane because obviously you see a toddler
From people that follow me.
Yeah, saying where's Sophiena and why are you on holiday without her? We thought you two did everything together.
We do.
No, because obviously when you walk on a plane with a toddler and a baby, people go,
oh God, the whole entire flight.
This is going to be a nightmare. A few people said to me at the end, they were quite good, weren't they?
Oh, stop it.
But also, I've got huge news for you.
What?
Post-holiday.
What, that you haven't told me all day?
Sorry, I just remembered.
Should have just got off the plane.
We have a potty-trained child.
Shut the fuck up.
Hallelujah. No
Hallelujah.
more nappies. No more. Well, apart from Sadie's
Sadie.
nappies, half the number of nappies.
Oh my gosh, he did it.
Oh, I tell you what, it's been a journey. It's been a journey.
This is huge for Jojo.
It's a really big step and we've been wanting to do it for so long. So I'm really proud of him. He's finally getting it. I'd say we're like 4 weeks in now and I think we've cracked it.
Oh my God, what a little darling.
He was fed up of the nappy, didn't want to have his nappy changed anymore. But he's also like not a very adaptable child.
No.
So I was kind of dreading starting it because I was like, he's just going to be like, no, I'm not doing it. And I read a book called Oh Crap. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's like the potty training book that everyone's like, you have to read this book. So I didn't read it all. I just started reading it and I thought, yeah, I've got the basic principles. Let's go. And one of the first things she says is like, do a really hard start, like no more nappies.
Yes.
That's it. Okay. You can't be like in and out of it.
No.
So the first day of holiday, I just kind of went for it. And I was like, right, wake up today. We're taking a nappy off. Here we go. We use the potty now. And me and Stefan had a bit of an argument because he was like, I don't feel like I can go back on it now because you've like given Joseph the message. But he was like, I was going to give us like a day or two to like settle into our holiday. It was like,
no, Stefan.
It's like I kind of
There's
feel
no
like,
time like now.
But I was like, for him, it's got to be like a change of scene, a different location. We're not having nappies anymore.
We're go. If we're 2-3 days deep into this holiday, he's already comfortable.
Exactly.
He's sleeping.
Yeah.
He's doing great.
Yeah.
You change the situation and take the nappy away 3 days in. No.
Exactly. So I was like, no, we've got to go cold turkey. And Stefan was a bit like, because 2 days in, I was like, this is ruining my fucking holiday. Like, it was hard.
And then I bet Stefan was in the background like...
Yeah, Stefan was like, well, you shouldn't have done it without consultation on day one.
Consultation with who? Yeah. The dad?
Yeah. I was like, this is my decision and my decision only. I run this house. No, I regretted it a little bit because it just made everything a lot more difficult and a lot more stressful. Like, you want to go to the beach, you got to take 5 changes of clothes and a potty. And also the amount of times I walked through a restaurant with a potty full of piss to empty it in the toilet. Like, we've got a carry potty now, so you can actually close it. But on holiday, we weren't prepared. So yeah, there were elements of it that I was just like, and I think Joseph was finding it too much. So he wasn't enjoying other elements of the holiday because he was like so consumed with the potty training because it's a lot of change for them, isn't it? And then I felt bad because like Sadie wasn't really getting the attention she deserved because it was like all focusing on the potty. And I was just like, what have I done? I've ruined everyone's holiday.
No, no. It's really hard because I don't feel like any time is a good time.
No.
And as much as we go off of the lead of our babies, and yes, that's fine. Colby was very, very easy. To be honest, Dottie was easy because she followed suit of Colby.
Yeah.
So it's hard because some of them take to it really well and some of them don't take to it really well. But it's hard when you're in that moment. It's like you're too far to go back.
Yeah.
Like you could have just put a nappy on him, which nobody knows what the right answer is to do. Like you've got a great outcome now.
Yeah.
And that was only the first week.
I know.
And you got to enjoy the rest of the time you had together. And looking back, in hindsight, it feels great now.
It's great now. And I think I was putting too much expectation on him. Like,
just picking it up. Like,
yeah.
yes.
Because I was like, he's clever, you know, and also I'm really impatient. And I have to remember he's only 2.5. Like it takes time for him to learn a new thing. But I was like, by like day 4, I was like, why isn't he getting it? Why is he still working himself? And I think it was just my expectation that kind of let me down. And after that, it was okay. But we stayed in a few different places. And I think with each new change of location, he kind of regressed a bit because he was like, oh, I use the potty here as well. Oh, okay. And so he would still be like having accidents and stuff. And I'd be like, why? What is happening? The one good thing though, which we didn't experience, which I feel like all my friends have done, is that he's never pooed himself. And I feel like a lot of children...
I think it's really common for them not to poo themselves
Oh.
because of the motion of straining. Because we can just sometimes just dribble for boys. It just dribbles out. Whereas the poo, you've got to
work at getting it
You've
out.
got to kind of work to push it out.
Well, the good thing with Joseph is you kind of always know when he's going because he's not very regular.
Yes.
So he has done every single poo on the potty. But some of my friends, like, my baby doesn't like going for a poo on the potty. So they'll like hide and do it like somewhere in the house. And they'll like poo in their clothes. We've never had that, thank God. And I'm like, I'd so much rather be cleaning up wee than poo.
I never had any poo accidents.
Did you not? No poo accidents?
No poo accidents with either.
That's
And
good.
as grim as it does sound, and this is probably going to sound so awful, but I've always had an open door policy. Like the house is open doors. We don't close doors. We're all very open with each other. And I've always had the children in the bathroom with me. And as gross as people may find that or think it is, it really does get them used to being comfortable to just poo in front of people.
Yeah.
Because the poo thing is a big thing.
Yeah.
It's a massive thing. So if I can give anybody any advice, I know it sounds grim, but to lock the door, the moment you shut the door on your child and lock the door, it then gives them not the comfort of being able to just
because they're like, oh, this
freely.
is something I should be hiding away.
Because you'll quickly take a wee with the door open, you're not bothered, but most people tend to shut the door when they have a poo.
Yeah.
But we've always just left the door open if we're having a poo. Obviously, for me and Chris, like when I was home with Colby on my own, I would just have a poo with the door open so he could come and go. I never made a big deal about it, and so forth with like Chris. But if we were both in the house together, I'd be like, oh, I need to go to the toilet. I'll shut the door if you occupy him. So he didn't actually know where I was while I was going to the loo.
Yeah.
But when we were there,
Yeah.
I definitely do think it helps.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, it's such a nice thing about him being so little is that he's got like no shame about pooing. So he'll sit down in the middle of a restaurant and drop a shit. And I'm like, good for you, son.
Yeah.
And you feel so satisfied when they go, don't you?
Yeah.
The first one he saw in there, though, he did cry.
Yes, you did tell me though. He didn't. He's because he had that one in the bath, didn't he?
Yeah, he didn't like the
And he
look
freaked
of it.
out. Yeah, he freaked out.
But he's getting more used to it now, and he's taking more of an interest in like me and Stefan going. 'Cause
Yes.
one of the other things the book says is, like you say, let them see you go to the toilet. But Stefan's like, can a man not have any privacy? Because every time he goes to the toilet now, I go, Joseph, do you want to watch Daddy? He's going for Daddy's going for a wee. Daddy's going for a poo. And Stefan's like, just back the fuck up. Like after 4 weeks together in the same room, he's like, can a man just go for a shit on his own?
No.
I'm like, Joseph, go and watch Daddy.
Come on, Mum, I'm 25. Can we stop doing
I get it now. I can poo on my own.
I can imagine Stefan as well. Like,
He's quite a private guy as well.
He is very private.
He's quite prudish.
I would say I'm the open one. Chris is more prudish than me.
Yeah,
But
same.
now the children just walk in. Chris is mid-wipe and Colby's like, all right, Dad. And Chris always says, do you want to give me a minute? He's like, no, now's great for me. And Chris is like, all right.
And now the whole nation knows him as Pizza Dick. He's got no privacy. I feel like he's rolling with it though.
He is rolling
He's
with
owning it.
He's got no, I said to him, did he have a complex over his Willie? And he said, no.
I loved how chill he was about it.
I just said, if I got called old pizza foo-foo, I would have been
Paranoid.
I'd off for surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go.
Joseph's taken a lot of interest in privates now because obviously he's like seeing it all now. He'll be like, oh, wee's coming out of my Willie. And he's like, showing a lot more interest. The other day he said, Daddy, can I see your Willie?
In the middle of the cinema.
No, son, it's not appropriate. On the bus.
On the train. Dad, you want to get your willy out? Look what my willy does. Oh gosh.
Honestly, it's come with a whole it's been a roller coaster of emotions.
It's come with a whole new bucket of events.
It's a whole new world.